I want to talk to y'all about something, all right? But before I do talk to y'all about this said thing, I am not a doctor. I am not your coach. I don't personally know you. This is not advice, all right? This is not advice. I'm only telling you what I believe in and what I don't believe in, what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do, what I think, in my opinion, from my experience, works and what I think doesn't work. Also, things that I think that work, where I pretty much are almost sure it works, but I'm still not willing to do it. All right, and why is that? What are those things? So I'm gonna get those things out the way. The main popular weight loss things people are sticking into their stomachs, and it's making them lose weight without counting their calories, even though they still have to get on a in a caloric deficit, but it's making it easier to do. But those things have their own set of side effects like bone loss, blindness, allegedly for educational purposes, entertainment purposes only. All right. So we're not even talking about those things. Those are some of the things that I never ever am willing to do because I know how I lost over 100 and something pounds. All right. And I'm gonna explain some things that a lot of people are doing now. It's like an epidemic of this stuff. All right, this stuff has been going on for decades, and every year there's newer and newer and newer and newer scams and schemes and plots and pulling the wool over sheep's eyes. All right, so beginners, I always say beginners are easy to fool, and that's no diss to beginners, all right? Because I was a beginner, and guess what? I myself was easy to fool, and I bought a lot of things that I thought was going to make my weight loss journey, my muscle building journey, a lot easier. I thought I can buy fitness, all right? And those things I said in the beginning, they do help lose weight, but that is not fitness, all right? The side effect to that is looking like Resident Evil. I'm sorry. All right. So, especially if it's overdone. All right. So, that's what I'm saying. Don't get offended. If you believe in something, I'm not telling you what to do, what not telling you what not to do. Talk to your doctor. We are all considered adults. If you're not that much of an adult, talk to a guardian. All right. Don't take my advice. This is me. All right. So, let's get into it. Weight loss, not supplements, but like tricks, in my opinion. Things people stick to their body or put on them, or waist train, or some kind of thing people stick these patches on them and it's supposed to make you lose weight. All right. For okay, let me say how can I say this? Why is it that people are not willing to track calories or exercise, but then the directions on these things say, well, you gotta walk a long time when you're wearing this, and it makes well, okay, if you lose weight, can it be from the walking? You put this thing on you, and it told you to walk. Okay, that's like me telling you, okay, here's this hat. You put on this special hat. I just give you any hat. You buy it from me, and I tell you, when you wear this hat, walk for 3 hours. Well, I've been walking for 3 hours with this hat on. This hat actually works. That's how you sound to me, bro. It was this video somebody told me to watch. It's a Duck Roots or something like that. I'm not gonna name the name of the product. I'm not gonna name the name of the company. I'm not gonna name none of that. But I seen the video. Dude was in a hospital. Him and his wife took it allegedly, and it had them duking, throwing up, and just it's supposed to clean your whole system out. Nah, to me, it just gave you nausea and diarrhea. And since it did all that, it did an epic thing to you, you think it worked. Y'all in a hospital laughing, talking about this is going to give me some. It sent you to the hospital. All because you don't want to track your calories and work out. When I tell people, well, I used to tell people to do this. I don't tell people to do this no more. I always say start off gradually. My main thing, what I did was I found out how many calories, before I even cut any calories, right? It's simple math. Before I even cut any calories, I found out how many calories on day-to-day basis on average, all right? We are creatures of habit, all right? So when you go to work, and sit in a meeting or park somewhere you usually go every day, Walmart, wherever, most of us usually tend to go to the same spots, right? When we eat food, we usually, even if we're not tracking or counting, we usually eat about the same amount of this and the same amount of that. We are creatures of habit, even if we eat varieties of things, right? So what I did was I started taking myself through a regular day and writing down things that I eat, finding out how many calories are in these foods, adding them up, and being totally honest, all right? Because the only way this is going to work is if I'm totally honest with myself. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying me, right? And then after I find that number, subtract a couple hundred, right? Let's say I found out that average number was 3,000 calories I was eating a day, which I was eating way more. And I was probably eating like 6,000 and some calories a day. I was 275 pounds. All right. Let's use that number. And let's say, okay, for myself right now, my maintenance calories is probably, with my activity level and all that, because I burn a lot of calories, probably around 3,000 calories, right? But at the time, I was eating 6,000 calories. Let's say I jump straight to this 3,000 that I'm at now, which I'm not even at 3,000 right now because I'm in a deficit. I'm dieting. I'm less than 3,000. All right. But if I want to just maintain and keep my activity the same, I will probably slowly work my way back up to that 3,000. Right. So I'm a muscular dude. I work out and I work real hard. Right. Everybody don't use that 3,000. Right. But if I was back to 275, but I had the same knowledge, I just woke up like that, but I still had the same knowledge, right? Should I jump down to 3,000 or less? No. If I was eating 6,000, even cutting 1,000 calories was a lot, but I would jump down to 5,000. 5,000 is still a lot of calories. But why am I jumping down to 5,000 instead of jumping down way further? Because when you cut your calories in half, 3,000 is literally half of 6,000. You cut your calories in half. Right off back, on and off like a light switch. There's a light over there, so that really didn't, make a diff, right? That wasn't the effect I was going for, right? But cut your calories in half. Your body's going to be looking for them other calories, all right? So I will gradually go down. See what I'm saying? Instead of getting on this stuff, which people thinking, oh, I'm on this stuff, I don't have to count calories. I told you calorie deficit doesn't work. You're still in a calorie deficit. Only thing it's doing is making you not want food. Me personally, I'm not taking nothing that makes me not want food. That's not natural. All right? And I'm not saying it's not right for anybody. Like I said, I'm not telling you what to do. But a lot of people that's on this stuff, the stuff that I said in the beginning that actually help you lose weight, a lot of those people claim that they tried everything, but they tried everything that they believed in. A lot of people believe in the tricks, the gimmicks, the things people are selling them. You tried everything that you can buy. You didn't try tracking your calories. You know what I'm saying? For most people that I personally know, I don't know you. I'm not talking about you. Don't do that. But be honest with yourself, though. That's what I say. You can lie to me. You can lie to whoever. Lying is a sin. We all do it, but it doesn't make it right. But the worst person, in my opinion, to lie to is myself. If I'm trying to improve, the worst person for me to lie to is myself. To be delusional and act like I've done something. See, a lot of people come to me for fitness advice, right? And they make it to where it's impossible for me to give them fitness advice. Because every time I suggest something, they say I'm already doing that. Or I already tried that. I'm like, dang, if you already doing it and you would know it all, I can't teach you nothing. You make yourself, not you, I'm saying people in general. From my experience, from people who came up to me and asked me questions, I can't tell you nothing. I'm not going to force anybody to listen to me, ever, never. I'm the type of person you'll be hard pressed. I could tell you once, I could tell you twice. You'd be hard pressed to get me to tell the person, anybody, 3 times, anything. I can be like, hey dog, it's a big Rottweiler coming straight at you right there. Watch out, bro. Hey man. You ain't listening. I know you heard me. I'm like, hey, I really don't want to see you get bit by this dog. So I'm like, hey, dog, hey, for real. After that second time, you can say I'm wrong or not. I just tried twice. Lunch, dog food. Straight up. But that's nothing here nor there. It's the same thing I be saying in the gym. Same thing I say with dieting. Same thing I say with everything. I just be like, man, hey, just more for me. And this one dude was telling me, how you know then? How you know this? And what makes you an expert? And they always do that. They make it a competition of knowledge. I'm like, bro, listen. Been doing this for a long time. You go in there, buy that duck sauce or whatever you bought, all right? You go over there and do that. And dookie on yourself for 3 days, all right? Me, personally, I'm going to stick to my diet and my exercise. And I'm going to get results. My question is, how many times have you tried these gimmicks? A lot of these people have been trying these gimmicks for years. And they switch from gimmick to gimmick to gimmick to gimmick. That didn't work. But then they say, I'm going to buy this other stuff. And it sounds just like that stuff. I seen this video. This lady, she was like, 300. And she got down to 150. Because she was taking this stuff. You saw a video of somebody losing that weight. You didn't see them lose that weight on the video. They showed that before and after. But in between, and these days you got AI now, so it's all crazy. But in between, they might have been actually doing what they were supposed to do. They're making money off of you, dog. Snake oil salesman. What you call those people? I forget what you call them. I forget the name. I'm not going to try to think about it because I'm going to lose track of what I'm saying. The fastest way, in my opinion, is the slow and steady. The turtle beat the hare for a reason. If I got 50 pounds to lose, and let's say I got 52 weeks in a year. If I got 52 pounds to lose, and let's say I lost on average 2 pounds a week. Man, I lost 100. Yeah, even faster. That's better than the point I was trying to make. But 2 pounds a week, right? Let's say I had 104 pounds to lose, right? 52 plus times 2. And if I lost 2 pounds on average a week, I lost 100 pounds in a year. While that same person the other person was chasing these gimmicks and things you can buy. And they bought everything and did this trick and that trick. And you mix this drink with that drink and you cleanse and whatever. 3 years later, they ain't lose nothing. I lost all mine. Took a whole year. I don't want it to take a whole year. I want it to be right now. Okay. But fitness people can't tell people nothing. Because people get offended. Real bad. People be ready to beat me up. I'm like, come on, dog. You ask me. Like, come on. I'm scared to tell people stuff nowadays. Can't tell nobody nothing, man. Nothing. It's impossible. You can't tell nobody nothing. Everybody thinks you can buy fitness. And that's why all these people, I ain't gonna name no name in this video. I said it a few videos ago, said the name and all that. He even says you can say his name because that's advertising for him. Because he knows that people who really know fitness ain't buying this stuff. But there's new people all the time. And then there's people who just years, they still think they can buy fitness. This dude said he got a supplement, natural supplement. Not Roy's, not gear, not nothing. A natural supplement that can double your testosterone. Even strong, unnatural gear, Roy's, don't even work like that. So you got something you can legally take that's going to double somebody's. Let's say my testosterone is 550. It's going to put me up to 1,000, 1,100. No. But they know that people who have been doing this, who've been learning stuff,